Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode with Lifetime Success. We are still on the journey of interviewing our men with the billionaire mindset. We have a special guest today, Commissioner George Oliver from City of Ocoee, District 4. We're talking a little bit about what he's doing now, his mindset as a millionaire mindset, and how you can join his efforts within the community. So thank you so much, Commissioner Oliver, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Jennifer. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to your audience.
So I'm excited because we actually revealed the Men with the Billionaire Mindset edition a couple of weeks ago. This edition is also online and available to be read at IBA Success Magazine.com. Not only do you have a profile on the inside, you are on the cover. How has the cover life been treating you?
Well, you know what? I must say that it was a pleasure and an honor to be able to be on your cover and also to share my story within the magazine. It's not often that one gets the opportunity to share their story and their journey with others, but in this particular case, I was very honored to be able to share my story, my journey, as it leads me to becoming the first African American commissioner in the history of the city of Ocoee.
Yes, those are some amazing accomplishments. I know, going through the campaign and getting that seat meant so much to you and the community. I feel that just from going through the time with you through this weekend, that seat has awarded you the opportunity to work on other projects that you're passionate about in Ocoee. Could you tell us a little bit about this past weekend, what happened in Ocoee, and what you plan to do with this amazing project that I'm going to let you be the one to talk about?
Yeah, I mean that's an excellent question, and one of the things that I would love folks to know is the fact that when I ran for office in 2015, the first time, there was one item on my platform that remained constant, and that is remembering the past. And remembering the past means that understanding, educating folks in the city and throughout West Orange County and throughout the county of what happened in Ocoee in 1920. That is the Koi Massacre, and it has been my mission since I've been a commissioner, and even before that, is to educate folks as to what that story is all about. Tell them the story, tell them the history of our city. But what has happened is I've been able to be put on the Human Relations Diversity Board as the official liaison to that board. And what we've done, starting last year, we did the 100-year memorial service for the Koi Massacre. This year was the 101 edition of that, and we were able to do some amazing things this year as we have escalated that event. So what has happened this weekend, we in conjunction with Bar Five and Jennifer Yon Agency and a few others that have actually really helped us out to pull this off. We were able to have an event, a large event Saturday, where we had the Buffalo Soldiers and a myriad of other citizens that come out to hear the story of the Ocoee Massacre, but not only just to hear the story, but also we want to celebrate how we've come together as a community to put these things on, but also how we're moving forward together as a community. So there's some exciting things that we were able to do this weekend, and we topped it off Sunday in partnership with High Point Church. Pastor Keith Tower and his team came together along with the city, and also again, I know Jennifer, you were there with your team, watching us on, rooting us on, and also helping us out. And we were able to put on a memorial service where we did a memorial walk, a candlelight visual that we walked through the church where African Americans were housed and actually brought into safe harbor during the riots, during the massacre, and they were safe. We saw some artifacts from that where we had a cross that had bullet holes in it. We actually walked through that church that was riddled with bullets at that time. And we walked back to a memorial marker where we actually had a wonderful ceremony memorializing those that lost their lives, their livelihood, and also their homes and their property. So there were some great things we did this weekend, and we're looking forward to taking what we did this weekend and continuing with our partnerships with Jennifer Young Agency, along with High Point Church and the City of Ocoee. And we're looking at taking this to another level where we're bringing in some major sponsors next year. We're going to be able to bring in sponsors like AAA Auto Club. Um, some of the other sponsors would be like Harley Davidson that would maybe sponsor the ride with the Buffalo Soldiers. Some of the other major corporations. But my vision for this particular event is to be able to reach out to all the municipalities within Central Florida and let them know that this date, the date of the first week of November, is actually set by our city through proclamation. Also, the city of Orlando has a proclamation for us. The county did a proclamation, as well as the state of Florida. So the goal is to be able to take those proclamations and spread that information throughout West Orange County and let folks know that we are designating the first week in November, and we're inviting all the municipalities to come to us and not only participate, but also to help us to make this a grand event. And as I look down the road, I look maybe a year or two or three down the road, I see Disney being a major sponsor for this. Disney is a company that is about diversity and inclusion, and I see that what is happening in the city of Ocoee, we become one of the most diverse cities in Central Florida. And with that being said, considering where we've come from to where we are now, I think it's a great story for Disney to help us to tell that story to the world and be able to home in on that, where everyone would actually look at Ocoee as a destination spot the first week of November for years and years to come.
Wow. If you are just tuning in, you are looking at a lifetime success. We're speaking with the men of Billionaire Mindset. Our cover feature also the commissioner of District 4, City of Ocoee. Commissioner, if you can, check your audio for me. Maybe switch your microphone. I just got a message that you're hard to hear. So you're joining us today. We're talking a little bit about what is going on present in Ocoee, men with a billionaire mindset, how to have that mindset, future projects that Commissioner Oliver is working on, and how you can be an asset to the community in whole. Now, with the millionaire mindset, I have to tie it with the project with the Koi Massacre. You've said a lot how important it is for the story to continue. How do you relate that to being a man with a billionaire mindset?
Well, first, I want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay. I kind of make some adjustments to my microphone. Just want to make sure that you can hear me.
Okay.
If not, I'll speak a little louder. But when I think about the millionaire mindset, most people equate that to dollars and to finances and bottom lines and those kind of things. The thing about it to me, a billionaire mindset to me is the being able to do the work in your communities that needs to be done that affects the lives of folks. And you're making for me sitting out on the city commission, which is a quasi judicial type board. We make decisions for citizens almost every single day. So with that being said, we have to be able to make decisions that are going to affect folks' lives for years and years to come. And I think about those kind of things. So what I'm always homed in on, I'm focused on doing the work in the community that is going to enrich the lives of the citizens of Ocoee. Not only that, when I look at the community at large, I think about all of West Orange County. So I look at that as a means to be able to affect lives of folks that deal with homelessness, affordable housing, issues where even little issues where folks can't get proper health care, or even young folks that deal with mental health issues. There's so many issues out here that we have to be able to be a part of. And as a lead elected official, it is my duty. I'm duty bound to be able to try to affect lives in a more positive way. And when you look at it from those perspectives, and without looking at the dollars and cents of it, if I can help someone, one person, or two people, or three folks, that I can get them in a situation where they're able to pick themselves up and help someone else. But then you know what? It is basically you're able to either reach back but pay it forward. And if when you get folks into that mindset, when you get a group of people into that same mindset, then the pay it forward goes on far beyond our years. So beyond where we're living, the right now, the right here and now, or the 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, that mentality, that ideology will continue to move forward, and you're able to affect lives. So if you want to look at it in means of dollars and cents, if it's going to put a family into affordable home, where the parents can make a better living wage and actually help their children to realize their dreams to go to college, to come back to the community, to be our doctors, our pharmacists, our nurses, our mayors, our city commissioners, and all the things that help keep our city moving. If you want to equate it to dollars and cents, it goes beyond billions of dollars. It goes through a lifetime of a legacy that we create right now.
Wow. That's amazing, and I love the way you put that in perspective. When we talk about our youth and when we talk about our future, what advice would you give the next generation coming up?
I'll say this. I recently watched the story about Colin Kaepernick, and it's called Colin Black and White. And one of the things that drove home for me during this documentary, as I was listening to it, he said something that was so profound to me that I had to think about it, and I'm starting to carry this with me where I go. And when I speak to young folks, I speak to other folks, I'm going to say this: we always don't end up where we start off at. What that means is that if we have in our minds where we're gonna start one way and we have in our minds that we're going to end up a certain way, don't always hold that to be true, because sometimes you have to let life journeys take over, and you got to be able to make those decisions and make choices in between. And those decisions that you make and those choices that you make are going to determine where you end up at. So these are some of the things we have to keep in mind. Where we start off may not be where we end up at. You may have an idea that I want to be a doctor, I want to be a police officer, but you end up in a whole nother realm of life. But sometimes you might want to embrace where you are, as opposed to where you thought you should be, and then be able to say, you know what did God intend for me to do while I'm here right now? Because this just may be a part of the journey. It could be a stop along the way, or it could just be your purpose. So you have to be able to get in touch with not only your inner self, get in touch with what God is trying to tell you to do with your life, and get on board with that, and not get in your own way. And I find that so often that we often get in our own way, as opposed to embracing the journey that He's put us on, and being able to affect the lives of others while we're on that journey.
Yes. If you are just tuning in, this is the Lifetime Success. We are speaking one-on-one with Commissioner George Oliver out of City of Ocoee, District 4. You can read more of his story. You also can stay connected with him by emailing him. I hear you have an open email door policy that you are excited to always hear from the residents and how you can assist in whatever struggles they be going through.
You know, um, one of the things that I've noticed just growing up, looking at when I grew up, I had the opportunity to be, my life has been touched by so many civil rights leaders, great civil rights leaders, Hosea Williams, Dr. Benjamin E. Mays, Andrew Young, Maynard Jackson. These are folks that I would see on a regular. And when I look at the way that they operate and the way that they actually move through their offices and their titles, they were community leaders. They were true community leaders, to the point where I would find myself playing football on the sandlot, and here's Andrew Young stopping his car, pulling over, and playing ball with us. And I look at these things and I have to model myself. I want to model myself as far as my mentors and the things that I see when I was growing up, that these leaders should be visible, they should be present, and they should be accessible to the public, not only to the public, but just, I mean, if just drill down to my neighborhood. I have 262 homes in my neighborhood. I've knocked on each and every one of them at least 3 to 4 times, and I've given them all my address, my cards, and to the point where my neighbors will knock on my door. They don't have to call me. If they want to see me face to face, they see my car there, they will come and knock on my door, have a conversation with me right there on the sidewalk, or right in my driveway. And if time goes by and no one's knocked on my door in a while, I start knocking on doors. But I think that every elected official owes it to their constituents. And I know that some of us deal with more constituents than others. We have 50,000 residents in the city of Ocoee, far less than Orange County. They're dealing with over a million residents that they have to deal with. But you know what? To me, I don't think that should stop you. I think that one day or one Sunday, once a month, you should find one neighborhood that's in your district. Just get out there with your team and just knock on some doors. Just see what people are doing. see what they're into, see what their needs are, meet them at their needs, let them know that you're accessible, give them your card. But I do have an open door policy. I don't mind folks sending me emails, knocking on my door at home, coming down to City Hall, meeting with me at City Hall, or just give me a phone call to say, hey, Commissioner, how things are going. So again, I'm open door policy. You see me walking around Publix, Walmart, the gas station, whatever. Just say, hey, you know what? You that commissioner? Yeah, I am. How's it going? What can I do for you? What do you need in your community that I can help? I can assist with in getting you what you need in order for you to live a better quality of life in the state of Ocoee.
That is awesome. And being a business owner in the area in Ocoee, I've had the pleasure of you being right there for me on several occasions. So I appreciate that. If you are tuning in today, you are listening to a little bit of live one-on-one with Commissioner George Oliver III from District 4 in Ocoee. So what are you working on now? What can people expect to hear from you now? Any new projects, any new upcoming events that we can support you in?
You know what? I am super excited right now with us just finishing up the 101-year anniversary of the Koi Massacre, and you guys were right there with us and see how that unfolded, and it was just a beautiful affair. I'm so excited because we started thinking about what's going to happen in years to come while we were planning this year. So you were at the planning table along with the city officials as well as High Point Church, and you guys had some great ideas and thoughts as to how do we look at the future, and it got me to thinking. Um, you know, I see a great vision for the Ocoee Massacre. But beyond that, I'm actually in talks right now with the state of Florida to resurrect a cultural museum that will house all of the Ocoee Massacre artifacts that we have so far that was displayed at the Orange County Museum last year. So we're working on that right now to either erect a new building or to take one of our existing buildings in our downtown Ocoee and be able to be able to renovate that building so that Ocoee will be a destination spot. So it will be a tourist spot where folks can come here and they can go through the museum. We want to look at it instead of the museum to be more of a interactive museum where you will have books that have been written about the massacre, books that have been written about Central Florida, books about the history of Ocoee. You can purchase books, art. You can purchase works of art. So many different things that we want to do here. But as we move forward, we're actually super excited about those things. I have youth programs that continue to grow right now. I'm super excited about my youth and the scholarships that's offered to them to go to college. We have right now. I'm working on strategic planning for our city, creating a mission and a vision that's supported by four core values. My city doesn't have those things right now, so when I became a city commissioner, that's one of the first things I start looking at. What is the core value? What is the mission and vision of the city of Ocoee? Well, we don't have that, but guess what? Commissioner Oliver, along with some of the other city officials, we're working diligently to bring that to our city. So that way we have a vision. And what does the Bible say? The Bible says people without a vision shall perish. Well, I'm here to make sure that Ocoee will not perish and that we will have a vision as we move forward, a vision that we can move forward together in diversity, inclusion, and also make sure that we have a balance of power and that our leadership in our city will be reflective of the diversity of the citizenship in the city of Ocoee.
That is awesome. So this week, I have on our schedule as a business owner, as a sponsor to your town hall meeting. Could you tell us a little bit about that and what a person resident can expect if they are attending?
We have been very, very busy this year as things starting to open up through COVID. Last year, I suspended my town hall meeting because of COVID, and I just didn't not see it, feasible to have our town hall meeting. I put out a series of, emails and just mailers to folks, just let them know what was going on. But this year, I'm super excited because our annual town hall meeting is back. We sent out about 4,000 flyers in the mail, and we should be expecting anywhere between maybe 150 to 200 folks to come out on Thursday. So we're going to be at the Lakeshore Center, which is right next to City Hall. It is 125 North Lakeshore Drive, right next to City Hall. Is our new Lakeshore Center. We're going to be there in that building on Thursday at 6:30, and I welcome all citizens to come out. And some of the things you'll see, you're going to see and hear from our department heads. Every department in the city of Ocoee, from our fire chief, our police chief, director of utilities, the director of public works, director of parks and recreation, our city manager. Everyone will be there to answer questions that you may have about the city, what direction the city is going in, and how we get there. Most importantly, how we get there together. So you're going to see that. You're also going to see that Bar 5 has sponsored this. You're going to have some food from Bar 5 that will be served there, along with snacks and everything. But most importantly, toward the end of this meeting, you have the floor. So it's not going to be me sitting there just talking to you or lecturing. It's not going to be the department heads just sitting there talking and lecturing about what they do. But what you will find out is that the city of Ocoee offers so many different services to our citizens that we just don't know about. There's a lot of services that's offered through our police department, our fire department, that we don't know about. I'll give you one example. If you are a person that has that you work in an office or work away from home, and you need packages delivered to your home, especially around Christmas time, do you know that our Koi Police Department will allow you to deliver packages to the police department, and you can pick them up from the police department at any time, day or night, as a matter of safety. There's a lot of folks that do e-commerce, and we do a lot of trading, buying and trading things online. You have to meet folks to exchange items. We offer them the opportunity to meet in front of the police department while they're buying and selling and trading goods and services via e-commerce. So we offer those are just a few of the many things that we offer in the city of Ocoee. Folks just don't know. I think this is an excellent opportunity for them to get that information during a town hall meeting. I'm the only commissioner that's ever had a town hall meeting in the city of Ocoee, and I'm going to continue to have town hall meetings. And I'm going to encourage my other commissioners to have town hall meetings. Start having town hall meetings to let folks know in their districts what's going on throughout the city.
Awesome. So if you are tuning in, again, this is Lifetime Success. We are closing out with Commissioner George Oliver from District 4, City of Ocoee. Commissioner, thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, you can read his full story at IBASuccessMagazine.com. He has 2 features. He has a full profile as well as a little bit more of one-on-one of his story written by our storyteller, Laura Dorsey. This is a story that you definitely want to read. Again, thank you so much, Commissioner. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Bar 5 is excited to sponsor by sharing our new soul soup that has not reached the menu yet, but will be on our menu after Thursday. So it's debuted at your town hall meeting.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm honored that you have decided to debut one of your menu items or future menu items at my town hall meeting. So I'm sure that it is going to go over very, very well with our citizens. And once again, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to spend some time with you guys and your audience. And I'm truly honored and humbled to be a part of IBA Success Magazine.
Awesome. So again, in closing out, share this video. If you are a resident of Ocoee, be sure to save the date. Attend the town hall meeting that is taking place on Thursday. And we're going to say one more time, Commissioner Oliver is always available, open door to hearing from you. His email address is at the bottom of the screen. Go goliver@ocoee.org. Be sure to email him and let him know if he can do anything to help you within the community. Again, thank you so much, Commissioner, for making the time, and we will see you on Thursday.
Thank you so much. Again, take care, and I will see you on Thursday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.